I got the 20 pounds. Just warming up for biceps. Yeah, so the random pain was just that shooting pain in my leg was very frustrating. And it was a little scary. Like I used to like not worry about it as much if something like that happened, but I still called the doc. My brother-in-law recently like got sick, and I thought he just was like regular sick, and then out of nowhere he was like somewhat paralyzed and bedridden. And it like scares me. He's working on being better now. And I try not to let like things bother me so much or get like paranoid about things when it comes to health. I feel like being too worried about your health is not always the best, but I just really don't want to miss any signs of something that could be more serious. And I feel like in the news and stuff lately there's been more cases of just people that don't normally have health issues all of a sudden having health issues. And I got kids, so I gotta be responsible. Plus I have good insurance. And what's the point of having good insurance if you don't use it, I guess? Alright, I'm gonna switch up to 40 pounds. Gonna get the adjustable dumbbells real fast. One of the parts about being sick that sucks is I got a new house, and we like closed a couple of weeks ago, but it's been like, or I haven't been able to do a lot because it's just been sick, so that's been frustrating. But I was there like 2 days ago in the garage. And they have all this paint that's left over from painting the house and stuff, which is nice if you have to do patch-up work. It's nice that they left it behind. And I'm looking, and in the middle of all this stuff, there is a urn, and it's just a very plain urn, and it's marked Toby. They had a dog. I'm assuming it's a dog, but still waiting to find out what the people want us to do with this urn. It's a very strange thing to leave behind in the house, even if it is a pet. It's a little weird to leave your pet behind. And they moved out of the state, so I don't know what the process would be to getting that back to them. I don't know what sending dog remains will do. That's just 8. That wasn't easy. I lost 5 pounds while being sick, and I'm really hoping that it was fat and water weight and not just my muscles. But there were 2 days where I didn't, well, about 3 days where I didn't eat anything. So I'm sure that wasn't great for my body. But that's where I always feel like it's good to have some extra fat on your body. I think I could stand to lose, 10, 20 pounds. But I don't ever want to be perfectly lean, because I feel like when you get sick, that's going to be like the downfall. That, you've kind of ruined yourself. If you can't eat, if there's ever a period where you can't eat, you're in bad shape if you don't have extra body fat laying around to help you in those lean times. For me right now, that's not a problem. I got plenty of extra fat. That's 5. That's also why, I'm going to keep on trying to put more and more muscle on. Kind of stocking up for when I get old. I figure if I have a healthy amount of muscle, and then when I can't stop, or if I'm not working out when I'm in my 80s, it'll still take a long time for my body to eat through the bulk, and I'll still be strong through my 80s and into my 90s. And I'd like to reach a point where doing the 40 pounds is kind of like where I'm at with the 30 pounds. Like I can kind of lift 30 pounds all day. I'd like 40 pounds to be that way and be pushing to being able to curl like 50 pounds with as much effort as I do the 40 pounds now. And just kind of all my exercises. Just keep it going safely, so then I will be able to just be solid as a senior citizen. drop on down to 30 pounds. I think planning for your body to be strong when you're old is important. They say like after 50, I think it's you lose like 2% to 5% of your muscle mass a year. And I'm assuming that that's guys that aren't still working out. I don't know if that study was done, like no matter what, how much you lift, you're gonna be losing it. I don't know. But I intend to keep bulking or keep putting on more and more muscle for that purpose. And I think being able to lift weights or having a good weightlifting regime is going to be, or regiment is going to be important. Especially, I was watching those Tesla robots, and I feel like when those become affordable, people are going to, especially when they're older and can buy one, it'll be easier to rely on the Tesla robot to do all of your lifting. You know, so you'll have someone that's, you know, well off in their 60s or 70s that can afford the robot will like, oh yeah, like robot, like go get my groceries out of the car, do this for me, do that for me, and you're lifting and doing less. Like I look at the smart houses when you can control everything from your phone, and that seems like great, except that when you know, if you have to get out of bed to go shut off the light, that's like some calories burned, not much, but that like little bit of exercise and walking around adds up. But now if you can just do everything from your phone, you don't have to move around, you are over time going to be getting less and less just casual calorie burn. And that whole sedentary lifestyle is going to become more and more of a thing. And like especially when you can afford a robot to do all of your weed pulling, to do all of your like, you know, wash my dog, all the things that you would do, go take my dog for a walk. 8. Definitely feeling the time off. Plus, if you stay in solid shape, like just think about how it's gonna be when you go to your like high school reunions, like your 40th high school reunion, and you're still solid. I just realized that this whole time I never plugged in my external mic, so it's just been running off of the iPhone mic this whole time. I don't know how good or bad that sounds, but probably very quiet. That's 6. I'm going to be calling it today. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. Sorry the sound was probably horrible. God bless you.